Peace and love, beautiful beings. This is so weird to me. I'm going live on two platforms right now, y'all. So I'm seeing myself two times. As y'all come in, let me know who you are, what's your name, where you're from, and how you doing. Hope all is well with y'all. Happy Saturn flow. Happy Saturn flow, beautiful beings. We just officially began Mercury retrograde. So that should be interesting. While Venus is also in retrograde, Mercury, the planet of technology and communication, Venus, the planet of love. So we're gonna see how this gonna go. But y'all see the title of this live. It is literally called "The Strong Ones." Only the strong survive. Only the strong survives. Only the strong survive. So we're gonna start off with a collective message, and the messages that I was receiving that led me to this. I'm going to be using some cards that I created. This deck is the Little Lost Lambs. If y'all can see that, the Little Lost Lamb. Um, this deck is called the Little Lost Lamb, and then the other one that I'm going to be using is called Good Trouble. He's called Good Trouble. Let me see. You can't see that. There you go. It's called Good Trouble, if y'all can understand my handwriting. But yeah, so Good Trouble and The Little Lost Lamb. So, and I was just seeing 144 on the clock too. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get into this general reading. So only the strong survive right now. So specifically, Spirit was leading me to talk about for the next three growths. Growths. The next 21 flows. I don't use the word days. Okay, I say growths. I mean flows instead of day, and I say growths instead of weeks. Okay, so for the next 21 flows or three growths, um, it's gonna be very, very significant, very, very important. Peace and love, beautiful beings. Um, Peace and love. Hi. As you come in, let me know who you are, what's your name, and where you're from. Thank y'all for coming in and interacting. Tap those hearts. Thank you. Much gratitude. I am always grateful for compliments, right? Um, and so for the next 3 weeks, I'm seeing strong willed at the bottom of the deck, and I have 11s all across my screen right now. 11s. Um, Strong willed. It says not easily influenced. You know your purpose, and you're not easily swayed away from it. So this during this season, that is the governing message. The governing message at this time. Look at that. We're mirror matcher just underneath the bottom. Um, you are a very strong willed person, right? And you are someone who just recently stepped back into that energy. Maybe for a bit of a time you was in a very toxic or unhealthy relationship. Could have been with a mother figure. Could have been with it was some, I'm picking up on a feminine energy of some kind that kind of manipulated you out of your divinity, I'll say. And for whatever reason that was, you were not operating in your true self. And so thank you for the likes, the subscribes, and the comments, y'all, and the follows. I'm live on two things right now, y'all. Just so y'all know, I'm talking to TikTok and YouTube. So, um, but yeah, so you are a person that you've always been very strong-willed, and people may have called you stubborn. People may have called you stubborn all the time. Oh, she's so stubborn, or he's so stubborn, right? And you're just like, no, I'm not stubborn. Like, but you never really knew how to explain it or describe it because you're a strong-willed person. You're very strong willed. And for this message to be called Only the Strong Survive, I think it's so beautiful for this to be the governing message. This and Mirror Matcher. Mirror Matcher says you are a direct reflection of a person's present being, and either they love what they see or they don't. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have the fear card, false evidence appearing real. You bring things out of people. Thank y'all for the hearts and tapping the screen. You bring things out of people Like you um allow people to see where they truly are. And sometimes people don't like to see where they are. And so sometimes this fear comes up, right? This fear aspect comes up within people, and they don't like to see that. Like, a lot of people are afraid of fear itself. They're afraid of being seen as a fearful person. They're afraid of being seen as someone who fears things, period, right? And so instead of addressing and acknowledging, peace and love, thank you so much, instead of addressing or acknowledging their fear, they project it back onto you, and then they try to say that your strong-willedness, right? And to be very clear, let me tell y'all this. So, because this is something that I also struggled with as a child. People call me stubborn all the time, and the Most High had to break it down to me. Like, there's a difference between being stubborn and being strong-willed. A stubborn person is someone who will continue to do things that they know does not serve their highest or best good, no matter how it is affecting the people around them, no matter how it is affecting themselves personally. They'll keep doing that thing despite who, what, when, where, or why, or how many times they may have been told to stop or to redirect or adjust or whatever. They keep doing it. That's a stubborn person. They just refuse to quit, right? That grandmother that you got that eat food she knows she ain't got no business eating, even though she on diabetes already and she's on the way out of here, but she just don't care. That's stubborn. She knows she could make a complete 180 in her life if she wanted to, if she just ate healthier and worked out or whatever that is, but she just refuses to do it. That's stubborn. A strong-willed person is a person who knows who they are, what they want, and where they're going, and they have a purpose, and they're willing to fulfill that purpose, no matter who, what, when, where, or why said otherwise, right? And so when you're operating in, when you're out in the world, there are people, there are places, and there are things that are going to try to convince you that who you are is not right for this world. It's going to try to convince you that who you are is not good enough. And when you have a strong will, the will to survive. Do you understand me? You have a strong will to survive, to not only just survive, but to thrive. And that has disturbed and bothered a lot of people along your journey. And so you may have been tampered, you may have, they may have tampered with your confidence, right? In a way that you thought that you may have convinced yourself, maybe I am stubborn, but you're not. You're just a very strong willed person, whoever this message is for. And only the strong survive. Only the strong will survive. Okay. And then so the mirror matcher card coming out right behind it, it literally says you're a direct reflection of a person's present being. You reflect back to people the things that they don't want to see. And instead of them addressing their own BS, instead of them addressing their own things, they reflect it back onto you and say, you're being stubborn, instead of applauding you for being strong willed enough not to give in the same ways that they gave in. You're most welcome. Peace and love. Thank you for the follows. Thank y'all for tapping the screen. Make sure y'all tap the screen, run those hearts up. Um, would I buy a property in Egypt? I don't know. Possibly. I don't have a reason for why not at this moment. um, because I mean the world. Well, that's a whole separate subject. But like, the world is my oyster. Wherever I feel led to go is where I will go. There's nothing, not a war, not a war, not a weapon, not a nothing that will stop me from going somewhere or doing something, unless my spirit does not feel at peace in that place, unless my spirit does not feel comfortable doing that thing. That's the one thing that will stop me from doing something. If my spirit does not feel comfortable doing it. If my spirit says, we ain't doing that, then we ain't gonna do it. If my spirit say, we ain't good with that, I ain't doing it. I ain't doing. My spirit say, not this time. I'm gonna sit my ass down somewhere. Okay. And I say that because, and I feel like somebody needs to hear that specifically, but I say that because there are so many people. Thank you so much. Thank you. What is it? Thank you. Um, somebody needed to hear that though. My spirit, um, is my guide. That's a whole separate message, ain't it? Y'all about to get me started today. My spirit is my guide. My spirit is my guide. It leads me to where I can go, where I should go, and where I shouldn't go. It leads me to what I should do and what I should not do. Somebody asked me, would I buy a property in Egypt? And that was my response to that question, for those who are wondering. I will buy a property anywhere. Okay. Because when you found home within yourself, when you have found home within yourself first, you can make any physical aspect of this plane home, because you take home with you. As I say, home is where the heart is. So as long as you take your heart with you wherever you go and you're at peace, baby, I can be anywhere. I can be anywhere. Yeah, I can be anywhere. Um and so yeah, but back to the message. Back to the message. So yeah, only the strong will survive. Um and a lot of people talk about like being at war, y'all. Like we've been at war. Like it's just been a different type of war. All wars aren't battled with, a GUN and a GUN, or, a BOMB against this one, and, blasting this, and like that's not how all wars are fought. That's not the identifying factor of all wars. We have been fighting a war our entire lives for multiple generations and generations and generations. Okay? And only the strong will survive. You, who I'm talking to, baby, you are a very strong willed person. And it pisses people off. And you know why it pisses them off? Because you break generational curses. You break the pattern of generational trauma. You break the pattern of generational ill wills and evil. You break the patterns and you do the things that people said wasn't possible to do. You do the things right, and then you do it in their face. You're not doing it to boast or to brag or to be anti humble. You're doing it because it's the right thing to do. You're doing it because your spirit led you to do it. You're doing it because it's the thing that makes you feel fulfilled. It's a part of your purpose. It's the thing that is going to raise the vibrational consciousness of this planet. You're doing it because you're doing it in love and in peace and with respect and in humility. You don't know no other way to be. You literally operate in love, and it disturbs people. You literally do it in love, and it disturbs people. Let me put these phones on do not disturb, because I feel like somebody about to try to disturb me, because that's how it always happens. That's how it always happens. But you do these things in love, and I don't even think like you fully recognize the full extent of that, of like how amazing you are. This deck that I'm using is literally called Good Trouble. You create or you cause good trouble in people's lives. But because good trouble tends to it causes people to have to go inward and do introspection. It causes them to go inward and do the shadow work. It causes them to go inward and face their fears. It causes them to go inward and work on things that they thought they had buried deep, 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 deep inside of them. And then they meet you, and you bring all those things up immediately. You bring all those things up in real time. You bring all those things up like that. The thing that they spent full cycles of completion to bury and push down and say they want to, you bring that right back up in a moment's time. Like, dang, they like that thing. I thought I hit that. I'm gonna give you an example. So you may be having a conversation with somebody, and I've had these moments happen to me so often, y'all, where I'll be having a conversation with someone, and I'll say something, but I'm just talking the way my spirit feels led to talk. So I'll give y'all a specific example. A lady that I was staying with recently, I remember one day she gets up and she's telling me about a dream or something like that she had, right? And I remember I heard Spirit say, speak. And so when I started speaking, everything that I was saying out of my mouth, her mouth was on her jaw dropped. Her jaw dropped to the floor. And she was like, oh my gosh. She's like, I want to explain to you, like, details that led up to that. And she was like, everything you just said was an answered prayer. She was like, before I got back to the house, I was praying, to divine, to the Most High, about giving me clarity to what had just recently happened for her. And then as soon as I get up and she come in there and say something to me, I literally, the thing that fell out of my mouth was exactly what she needed to hear to get the confirmation that she was looking for. Peace and love. It was the exact confirmation. You do that to people on a regular basis, and I don't even think you know that about yourself. Yeah. You do that to people on a regular basis, and I don't even think you know that about yourself. Yes. Look at this. Transparency. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Transparency. When you are a transparent person, that means you allow people to see you for all of who you are. You're not ashamed to let it all hang out. You're not ashamed or afraid or worried about letting it all hang out, letting the chips fall where they may, as they say. You let the chips fall where they may, and then you flow and handle it and fill in the blanks however it needs to be filled in from there. Only the strong survive. Only the strong survive. What's the message that's needed here? If y'all want a personal reading, comment below and let me know. My bad, I forgot to say that. Thank you for sharing the live. If y'all would like a personal reading, comment below and let me know. Say me, let me put your name. I can put your name on the thing and we can do a card pull. And we'll do 555, 555. Right now, this is just a general message for the people who feel led to come here. Thank you for hearting the screens. Thank you for tapping the screen. Who is that? Peace and love to you. Peace and love to you and prosperity. Who is this? I can't see. My phone is messed up. Do that say Natasha? I can't see. Natasha Marone or something like that. I can't see. My screen is cracked. And who is this liking the screen? A woman of many modes, of many moods.
Are you on live?
Yeah.
Oh, my bad.
What you need?
I was gonna tell you what went down, but you're busy.
Yeah, I'll come when I'm done.
No, not in there because homegirl is in there and it's about her. And
I'll let you know when I'm done.
all right.
All right. See what I mean? Your spirit, your pure energy, it just draws people to you. And distractions may be another part of this message too. Distractions. Look at that. Look at that. The very same people who crossed you, who messed you over, who messed you up, or who tried to mess you up. I just made a video about this. But there are people who tried to mess you over, who tried to mess you up, who literally bagged you into a corner to try to put you in a position to do things or to say things or to show up in a way that you said you would never show up in. They wanted you to show up as a hateful, envious, jealous, or spiteful, or just mean and rude and disrespectful. And you had already committed yourself, like, I'm never going to be that person again, or I'm never going to allow myself to show up as that person. You had somebody in your life, and I'm seeing the number 3, so it could have been 3 people. It could have been 3 months ago, 3 weeks ago. Something could have happened 3 days ago, but there was something that happened where they tried to bag you into a corner to make you show up as somebody that you are not, because they needed to prove some type of point. But you continue, because I'm looking at this transparency card, you continue to show up and be transparent. You continue to show up and be you. You continue to show up and reflect the truth of who the hell you are, and it bothered them. You continue to show up as your true self. You remained strong in your will, and it bothered them. It bothered them. But only the strong will survive. Only the strong will survive. And I'm going to tell y'all, baby, the attacks have been coming. They've been coming left and right. They've been coming left and right, baby. Like I just had an encounter recently where a lady tried to get over on me on a lot of stuff, right? And I told the Most High, I was like, okay, I'm gonna just wash my hands of it. I'm gonna be done with it. I'm gonna let y'all handle it. And lo and behold, the Most High showed me the truth about her. Like her family, in my dream, her family and my family were like communing together in the spirit, like kicking shits and hanging out or whatever. Like they sent her. Like y'all know when you're a kid and they be like, don't be a send out. They be like, they tell you like, don't let yourself be a send out. She let herself be a send out. Like she got sent out by her folks on the spirit side and the physical side. She let herself be a send out. She let herself be a send out. And God showed me the truth. The Most High showed me the truth. Her spirit, I mean, you know, in the spirit, her family and my family was all connecting and communing together. And if you don't know anything about dreams, one of the key aspects of dreams is like if you know that a particular person or group of people have crossed you or showed themselves to be evil or of ill will, and you have a dream with that person or people in it with someone else, then those people are of the same spirit. That is what is being revealed to you. Those people are of the same spirit, same or similar spirit, and they're operating under the same umbrella, if we shall. And when I woke up after that dream, I was like, I knew it. It wasn't even like no big, oh, but I was just like, I knew it. And I was like, Most High, that's why I just said, I'm going to let it go. Because if I ain't going to lie, I ain't going to shit you. I was pissed. I was pissed originally because it landed, if I felt like I landed back in the same situation that I was in. I feel like I landed back in the same situation that I was in 22 on the clock. But I let it go. Let it go, baby. Looks like, what is it? Looks like another love TKO. Blow out. Stop playing with it. When the Most High say, I got you, the Most High means that. When the Most High said, I'm going to take care of it, the Most High means just that. It's already taken care of. It's already done. It's already done. And the Most High confirmed to me, like, she can't sleep. And sometimes I don't even really be wanting to know they karma and stuff because I be like, I want to know. I really don't want to know. But the Most High was like, yeah, she can't sleep. She's not getting any rest. And I'm just like, man, okay. All right. I'm sleeping peacefully. I'm getting my rest. You know what I mean? Like, even though I'm back out, literally unhoused yet again, right? Unhoused yet again. Look at that. Who is this for? Thank y'all for the hearts. Thank y'all for tapping the screen. Who is this for? Wow. Power at the bottom of the deck. Power. Power is your purpose operating while energizing revolution. Somebody been stepping in their power lately. Because let me show y'all these next two cards that just came out. I be excited for whoever these messages and stuff be for. Because I be knowing what be for me. But I be like, I know this got to be for y'all too. Like this got to be for somebody else. Because who this message for? Listen. Faith, fame, and fortune. What did I just say? You've been in your power. The faith, fame, and fortune card came out. Faith, fame, and fortune, and then peace. Some people will have faith, they will have fame, they will have fortune, but they won't be at peace. You're about to have all of the above, baby. You're about to be at peace. You know how it's giving Kyla Pratt. You know what I mean? She was a childhood star that's been in the game, 30 plus years. And You don't ever see no drama about her. This lady then got married and had children and been living her best life, and you don't hear no drama about her. You know what I mean? Like, it's giving living my best life. It's giving Keke Palmer. Like, even with the situation she went through with like the father of her child, she didn't let none of that stop her. She rose above all of it and she took her peace back. Somebody went through something that was supposed to have taken you out. Whoever did whatever they did to you thought that whatever they was doing to you was going to take you out. But that situation was just a stepping stool for you to step into this. Mm, mm. Baby, yes. It's giving yes. What Keke be saying? That's my girl, y'all. I love me some Keke Palmer. That is my girl, okay? It's giving gagged. Okay. Like, I had to take a break and take a moment. Like, because baby, the way you just step back into your power under that is the self card. Self power. Come here, somebody. Come here, somebody. Self power. You done step back into it. What, and it connects back to the way I was saying at the beginning of this message. Because you were constantly told you were stubborn. Because it's something specific about the word stubborn. Like, you were told you were stubborn as a child by somebody who you held near and dear to you. A mother, a father, a big sister, a brother, somebody you looked up to. And it stuck with you. You didn't want it to stick with you. You didn't, for a long time, you convinced yourself that it really didn't bother you, that it really wasn't a thing. You convinced yourself of it. Or you worked. You worked a long time. You convinced yourself. You worked on convincing yourself. I can't even get the words out. You worked on convincing yourself for a very long time. For a very long time. That didn't bother you. But every time somebody called you stubborn, every time somebody called you selfish, every time somebody said you was rude or mean or disrespectful, whatever your word was, your trigger thing was, every time somebody called you or referred to you as that thing, it it bothered you. And maybe, you would shed a tear in the shower because you didn't want nobody to see how much it bothered you. You would probably cry yourself to sleep at night because you didn't want nobody to see how much it bothered you. And I'm specifically getting somebody would call one of those people that you can talk to relieve your stress, or like a suicide line, or like something like that, like one of those lines. Somebody called one of those lines, like, because you didn't want to talk to your friends about it, and it wasn't that you couldn't trust them necessarily. It was just that you didn't want to have to share that information with them. You may have had some pretty good friends, but you just didn't want to have that conversation with them. You were more comfortable having it with whoever that was on the phone. But baby, I'm proud of you. Somebody needs to hear that. I'm proud of you. If y'all want a personal reading, let me know. But baby, I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. And yes, donations are welcome. Donations are welcome. Um, but yeah, I'm proud of you because you did it. You're doing it. Self power. You step back on, baby. When you the self power, personal power is the gift that keeps on giving. It's the gift that's going to bring you back an abundant return every time. It's the gift that's going to bring you back a prosperous return every single time. Wow. I knew I felt that. I knew I felt that. You've stepped back into your self power, your personal power. And because of that, it's going to bring this into your life. This peace, faith, fame, and fortune. See, that's the real triple threat that a lot of people don't talk about, baby. That's the real triple threat that a lot of people don't talk about, baby. When you have faith, faith is the confidence and the trust within what is real and true, right? When you know what's real and true and you have confidence and trust in that thing, and then you mess around and have fame too, your name is well known around the world, and you have fortune, because some people are just famous. It's everybody know their name, but they ain't got no money. They ain't got no faith. They ain't got no fortune. They're not prosperous. They're not abundant, right? They're not wealthy in health and stability and things. They ain't got none of that. They just are well known. But baby, you got this triple threat coming. Faith. You already in that faith part. You already operating in that. And that's about to connect you to this fame and fortune. Fame and fortune. Not one or the other, baby. Fame and fortune. Thank y'all for tapping the screen. Thank y'all. This is about to tap you into this fame and fortune. This is about to tap you into that fame and fortune. I'm about to pull some cards from this other deck, y'all. All right, Spirit Team, please deliver to me only the most honest and accurate messages for this place in this space. Please cover and protect the people who are listening or will be listening and here receiving this message right now. Please deliver the message for only the strong will survive. What do the people hear that will be here presently? What do they need to see, hear, know, and receive in this time as they are watching this message? And this is from the Little Lost Lamb deck. A lot of us are just coming out of the wilderness. A lot of us are just coming out of the wilderness. What? Look at that. Look at that. That's definitely a confirmation, sweetie. That is definitely a confirmation. Yes. What do people need to see and receive here and now, Spirit Team? Give me one card. Don't try to throw all of them out at the same time. Don't try to throw them all at the same time. But yes, that is definitely a confirmation. Someone said that's ironic. JoJo said that's ironic because I was given a lighter with peace written on it. Maybe it's a sign. So your peace is your purpose energized, authentically creating evolution. Peace is your purpose. It is your purpose, your power, right? It says your purpose, energized, authentically creating evolution. Because you are operating in your purpose, right? You are literally creating. It says purpose energized. You've always had the energy, right? You've probably known your purpose for a while. You've always had the energy, but it just took you stepping into your authentic self and getting out of 33 on the clock, getting out of this idea of what people told you you were. It took you stepping out of this idea of what people told you you were and stepping back into your true self. I feel like you as a child, you were very you. I feel like you were very you as a child, but I feel like you were very much so you as a child. You were very much so you as a child. And then somewhere along the lines, when you started hearing you're selfish, you're mean, you're rude, you're this, you're that, like whatever those things were, right? When you heard those things enough, you came out of your peace and you were living in your anxiety. My anxiety, oh, that song been in my head all damn day. All day. You've been in your anxiety, but now you've restored your peace. 34 on the clock. Somebody here may be 34 years old. 34, possibly even 43. Yeah. So what do they need to hear, Spirit? Oh, it went back in there. I don't know what it was. I'm not going to go chase it. If it's meant to come back out, it will. But what do they need to hear? Only the strong will survive. If y'all want a reading, comment below and let me know. We're gonna do some 555 card pulls. Just so y'all know, y'all will be contributing to oh wow. Y'all will be contributing to me having a roof over my head. But I like to give. I don't just like to expect people to just give me things. So, yeah. I don't like to just expect people to just give me things. Okay, look at that. Look at that. What needs to be seen and known here, Spirit Team? Oh, look at that. Air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. It has been windy here. I am here in Texas, Houston, Texas. And it has been windy. Very, very windy. The wind speaks to you. You're able to speak to the wind. You're able to communicate with the wind. Somebody here is able to communicate with the wind. The wind has been trying to communicate with you. Every time you say something, that is operating through your higher self or through a higher frequency than you may be presently vibrating at, the wind may literally start blowing or whistling at you or towards you or something like that. You speak like the wind, yeah. Healing self at the bottom of the deck. The wind speaks to you. The wind communicates to you. The wind communicates to you. Okay. The wind. Okay. And then somebody here may be a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. That may be very significant. Standards. What are your standards? I'm not taking all those. Look at that. Look at that love trying to peek out. That's what I really feel like was trying to come out, that love card. Anxiety. Oh, wow. Oh, thank you. Thank you for the look at this card. What did it say? Magician. Y'all probably can't understand my handwriting. Let me not make y'all have to read that mess. Magician. That's the magician card. You're able to do magic through the wind. I saw this video where this lady literally used the wind to open the door. Open a door. She used the wind to open a door. And she was like in her power, like in her shit. You understand me? Airbender type shit. You know what I mean? Airbender. She was in her divinity, baby. She was completely in it. She was, oh wow, ain't that beautiful? Look at that, blank slate. You just began a new season, a new period, a new experience in your life. Your magic is, you're probably at the phase right now in your experience where your magic is terrifying you. It's terrifying your human self because you're seeing your magic only through, oh, Holy Spirit, thank you. You're seeing your magic only through, you're only seeing your magic through your human self, your human eyes. You're seeing it from your human eyes, your human self. You're not seeing it from your divine self, from your, oh. I swear to you, I'm about to lose it. I just be speaking when Spirit say speak, but let me tell y'all something. I can scream. What? Oh my goodness. Okay, let me calm down. What did God say? That says divine self. It's time for Speak, Holy Spirit.
you are only seeing your magic through human eyes. And I'm going to take a moment and break down to you what that means if this message is for you. You are seeing your magic through human eyes. Human eyes are limited to your own perceptions or perspectives of what you believe to be true or real. Okay? It's time for you to start operating in your higher self. And I feel like why Blank Slate came out, it's telling you that you have an opportunity to literally rewrite who you believe yourself to be. You have the opportunity to rewrite what you thought yourself to be all this time. Because again, Blank Slate and Healing Self came out together. You are healing this idea of who you once thought yourself to be. And once you heal that version of yourself, you will then be able to see your own magic through your divine self and not your human self. Come here, somebody. I could scream. You've been seeing your own magic through your human self. And so you've been limiting it. You've been limiting it. Oh, it's not. It's like you're a person that can touch somebody and heal them. You can look at somebody and say you are healed, and they be healed. 41:41 on the clock. You can look at somebody and say you are healed, and they be healed. But because the human mind, the human eyes, the human self tells you that, that's not true. Ain't no way you did that. Your human self will convince you 1,000 ways till Sunday that it ain't no way you healed. They must have took some medicine. They must did something else that healed them. It ain't no way that you actually touched them and healed them. You actually told them you are healed and they were healed. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. No, that is amazing. But somebody should tap into you should possibly see where you may have air in your chart. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, see where it is, see what house it's in, see what planet it is in. That may be the thing that may help you get to this. Where did that card go? It may help you get into that faith, fame, and fortune. You may be able to get into it a lot quicker, a lot faster. Whatever your air is in. Listen. Listen, Linda. Listen, Linda. Only the strong survive. Let's see. What are the last few messages here, Spirit? For only the strong survive. Only the strong will survive. Only the strong will survive. I can't wait till I get my card decks back. But only the strong will survive. Look at that. Life and divinity. Only the strong will survive. In this life, operating in your divinity is the only answer. What are the last messages here? Comment below if y'all would like a reading. They're $5.55, $5.55. 2, and donations are also open and welcome as well. What are the last few messages here, Spirit? For only the strong will survive. What are the last few things that they need to see, receive, and know here? Not taking all of those. But look, it just says listen. Oh, yeah. It says listen to your intuition. Support system. Knowledge. Oh, and love. I was supposed to take those. Look at this. Suffering and Witchcraft just came out. Those are the two cards that flew on the floor. Suffering and Witchcraft. Let's see what are those cards? What are those cards referring to? Suffering and Witchcraft. Oh, thank you, Holy Spirit. Oh, yeah. Look at that. The Sin card. Sin card came out. There's something you may have been refusing to let go of in the past that was causing you suffering. You were operating in some type of evil or ill will, and I think you were unaware of it. I don't think you were aware of what you were doing and how it was causing you suffering, but you're aware of it now. That's why Listen to Your Intuition and Support System came out right behind that. Listen to Your Intuition and Support System came out right behind that. Your intuition been telling you. So I feel like this is the type of situation where, like, maybe you took a job, right, because you needed money to pay your bills, to take care of your family. And so you took a job without knowing how unhealthy or detrimental that job was, or how much sin or evil or ill will was going on at that job. And you didn't really know anything about it, but your spirit told you, your intuition told you that you needed to not take that job. Your intuition told you that something was off about it, but you didn't listen. And you went through something that you didn't necessarily have to go through if you had to listen to your intuition. Listen to your intuition. Listen to your support system. Somebody here has a really good support system around them, but you don't fully value it or appreciate it the way you need to. You need to take heed more to the support that you have around you. Those people are going to help you in the survival of this life, right? Um, and then you have knowledge and love. I just heard you don't know what you know. You don't know what you know. Somebody has an idea of love that's not really love. Love, it says, living on valued energy. Living on valued energy. You're most welcome. Happy to share that message. Because there's so many people who experience fake, faulty friends, family members, and loved ones that when we really get them solid people in our life, a solid support system, it'd be hard to trust them. Especially when you went through, like, whether in previous lifetimes or whatever, when you've gone through enough times of people stabbing you in the back, mistreating you, getting over on you, telling you that you ain't good enough, yada woo woo, like secretly being an enemy the whole time, a frenemy, right? If we shall, it can be so easy to stay in that energy of thinking that everybody's gonna be like that. But whoever this message is for specifically, listen to your intuition. Your gut knows the truth. You chose to buy a car even though your gut told you not to, and then a month after you bought it, you found out the transmission was about to shut down or something, like the engine was about to stop working or something. You know what I mean? Like that type of thing. If something don't feel right when you're buying a house, a building, when you're getting ready to start a new job, when you're getting ready to whatever, getting to a relationship romantically or platonically, listen to that, trust that, because it's telling you what you need to know, your intuition. But what tends to happen is our intuition doesn't typically show us things in the physical. It just gives us the feeling. It says, hey, something's off. But we humans have not fully learned how to translate between our spirit, what our intuition is telling us, into human essence. And so what we tend to do is we tend to misinterpret or misunderstand what the message is that our spirit is telling us, right? But so all that to say, listen to your intuition, because your gut knows. You have somebody here has a very solid support system, but you're not fully valuing it for what it is. And then the last part of this message is the knowledge and the love card came out. Your knowledge of love is not as extensive or full as you think it is. You may be closing yourself off to certain aspects of love because your knowledge, your human self, is telling you that certain things are not love. For example, your human self may tell you, if somebody go 8 hours without calling me or texting me back, that's not love. No, they probably was just busy. Like, I know what social media says. You know what I mean? I know what social media say. If they don't reach out, if they don't contact you back in an hour, then that mean they out cheating or they out doing this and that. Your idea of love is limited to the human self. What you've been previously operating in has not been love. That's why the blank slate card came out. You are learning a new way of love. So your knowledge of love is about to increase. Your knowledge of love is about to become abundant. Your knowledge of love is about to multiply. It's about to multiply, baby. Yes, it is. Your knowledge of love is about to multiply, and you deserve everything that is coming in for you. 36. What is significant about the number 36? And I'm seeing the color gray and then the color orange. Somebody has on a yellow shirt and was thinking about wearing an orange shirt, or is wearing an orange shirt and was thinking about wearing a yellow one or something like that. I don't know what that's about. Peace and love, that clarifies perfectly. That clarifies perfectly. That clarifies perfectly. That was street love. Yeah. Now you have your family love. And I'm happy for you, baby, because that family love hit different. You know what I mean? Like, that family love hit different. It do. That family love, it hit different. That's a different type of bond. That's a different type of connection. That's a different type of elevation. That's a different type of truth. That's a different type of growth. It's different. That's a different type of living. 5252 is just on the clock. But that's the message, y'all. That's the message. Only the strong will survive. Only the strong will survive. In what ways have you been limiting yourself in love? In what ways have you cut off yourself from the things that you deserve? In what ways are you diminishing yourself? Right now, we have so much going on astrology wise. In what ways are you not standing, what they say, standing on business? Okay, standing, because all the standard is, be being honest, all the standard is a principle you stand on. A principle is a moral, a chosen way of living life. I will live life in peace and love. That is a standard. That is a principle, and I just stand on it. I don't choose to allow anybody to take me out of peace and love. If I see somebody trying to drag me out of it, I'm gonna move around. And if I feel tempted to come out of that, I'm gonna go within myself to say, okay, how can I grow? How can I transmute? How can I transform? How can I evolve? You know, so that whatever they were saying or doing, the next time, it won't even affect me at all. How can I take what they said? How can I take what they did? How can I take what was done to me and use it and transmute it and transform it, so that the next time someone tries to do something like that, it don't even touch me. I grew up in Memphis. Memphis people check a lot. Okay. Memphis people check a lot. And for a very long time, I couldn't figure out how to articulate how I felt about that. But I knew that I felt a way about that. And I finally was able to articulate it, right? And I was just like, I don't mind checking, the checking and you know what I'm saying, the clowning around or whatever. But if you are a person who can check me, call me all types of names, XYZ, but you never told me I love you. You never told me that you think I'm beautiful, or you've never complimented me in a high regard. You've never shown me a level of respect. But the first time you see me, you ready to call me names. First time you see me, you ready to throw me under the bus, to be mean, to be rude, to disrespect me. 5 on the clock. And I remember making a post about that, and so many people were just like feeling a way about it. But the reality was, it was like, man, I can finally articulate this, what I've been feeling this entire time. I can check. I will check you. I will get up with the best of them. But if we ain't going to do it in the name of love, if we ain't going to do it with respect, if you ain't ever said a peace and love, if you ain't ever said a nice, kind, loving thing to me or about me, baby, you can't check me. You can't check me. You can't check me. Paz y amor. Paz y amor. You can't check me. You can't check me. Oh wow, look at that. Oh wow. I forgot they be making you do this on TikTok. I still don't know what it's for. Wow. I know I was picking up something about the color orange. Mm-mm-mm. But yeah, that's the message, y'all. Only the strong will survive. I've always been that person. Look at that, my throat chakra trying to close it. Hold on. Wish I had some watermelon water. I'm not from Texas. I am from Memphis, Tennessee. Born and raised, baby. Born and bred, baby. M-Town. That's my city, man. I love my city. I love my city. But yeah, only the strong will survive. If y'all would like a reading, y'all can comment or y'all can hit my inbox and let me know. I'm likely going to be like Elvis Presley. Absolutely. I actually grew up in Whitehaven, which is the neighborhood where Elvis Presley Street is, where Elvis Presley is. Elvis Presley's house and all of that is like a 5-minute drive from where I grew up. Yep. But yeah, I'm from Memphis, Tennessee, where Glorilla is from, where Elvis Presley is. I'm from Memphis, Tennessee. No. No, I absolutely did not. I did not vote for y'all president. I did not vote for them folks president, okay? Lust. Oh, we. What is this talking about? Your purpose must be in purpose. That's the message I just got. Yeah, I've never been there. Your purpose must be in purpose. I just said I was about to get out of here, but these cards started coming out, y'all. Your purpose must be in purpose. We got the lust card that came out, and then the divine self card came out, and then the purpose card came out. You can't have a lust for your purpose, like lusting after it. Oh, I'm gonna just do it when it's convenient. But just do it when it makes me feel good. I'm gonna just do it when I want to do it. Nah, it's not how that works. Yes, how old do you think I am? Um, nope. But you can't just fall. You can't just operate in your purpose only when it's convenient or when you want to or feel like it. It's not really how it works. Okay. You must operate in your purpose even when it's uncomfortable, even when it's inconvenient, even when everybody thinks that what you're doing is a crazy ball of shut your mouth. Okay. When you are in purpose, everything that you do must be in purpose, on purpose, with purpose, for purpose. I am 29. I'm 29 years of age. I am 29 completions strong. Oh, I'll actually be 30 this year. This is my last year. Thank you. This is my last go round in my 20s. So we gonna see what them 30s talking about. Yes. Okay. But yeah, so you can't lust after your purpose. Okay. You can't lust after your divine self. You want to be in your divinity when it makes you look cool. You want to be in your divinity when it brings you money. You want to be in your divinity when it makes you feel at peace or when it brings you some sense of stability. But when it start making you having to do some shadow work and deal with some things you don't really want to deal with, you don't want no parts of it. It don't work like that. It don't work like that. It don't work like that. What is my favorite city? So there's a lot of cities. So there's a lot of cities. Cities are in the states. So you got the 50 states. So you're asking about a state. I really honestly don't have a favorite. I haven't visited and traveled enough to have I haven't visited and traveled, the United States enough to like say, oh, this is my favorite place. I've been to Tennessee, I've been to Mississippi, I've been to um, Arkansas, I've been to Virginia, I've been to Florida. I'm presently in Texas. I've been to Cali, I've been to Nevada, West Virginia, Alabama, Georgia, Louisiana. Yeah. Haven't been to New York. Have not been to New York. I don't know. Sometimes I be wanting to go to New York, and then sometimes I feel like New York would piss me off. Cause it's like so overcrowded, it's busy, and then it's so fast paced, and I just like, I don't know. Sometimes I think about it, and then sometimes I just be like, nah. But yeah, y'all, the strong shall survive. Okay. Only the strong shall survive. In what ways are you operating in your truth and your purpose? Or in what ways are you operating in your divinity? Hey, what part? Where Where part should I come to first? I'm probably about to get off of here and then go live again just so we can talk about that. Because what part should I go to first? That's something I definitely want to do. I'm gonna do my research so I can know where I want to go and all of that good stuff. Yeah. But seriously, I'm about to get off of here, y'all. Thank y'all for the likes, the comments, the shares. Thank y'all for the engagement. Again, if y'all would like a reading, please hit my inbox or comment now if you're on here now. If you haven't already heard it today, you are beautiful, you are amazing, and I love you. You are loved. You are worthy of love. And the world is better with you in it. Operating in your divine self, of course. Operating in your divinity, of course. But yeah, until next time, beautiful beings, I will catch you all later. I'm likely going to be going live later. So we shall see how that goes.